I guess I could probably start the show now. That's been a couple of minutes. Hello, everybody. Welcome to today's episode of Next to the Floor. My name is Harrison. I'm your host with the most. Happy March 7th, 2021. We are 3 months in and about a year removed from the start of what has been one of the most interesting, trying, etc. times ever in the history of the modern world. Yeah. If this is your first time here, welcome to the party. If this isn't your first time here, welcome back. I am joined today by two of, I don't say these kind of things often, but two of my favorite people in the entire world. The wonderful Gary and the ever incomparable Steven. Hold on, let me unmute you because that would be rude of me otherwise.
Sure wow, I'm honored.
There you go. Yeah.
Incomparable.
Incomparable. Incomparable.
Wow. A big word.
Yeah. I've got a whole host of 25-cent words in my back pocket. If only I could cash them in, then I'd be A-okay. I'd be A-okay. So, welcome back, y'all. Super excited to have Steven. We're super excited to have you join us again for another episode. Gary, people are excited about you too, but they see you all the time. So
yeah, I feel like they see me all the time.
I'm excited to be here.
We're excited
to see you guys.
We're excited to see you, Steven. I feel terrible. I will let you know. I feel terrible because last episode I completely forgot to say who you were.
That's fair. I am me.
Hello. I was like, well, I introduced you as Steven and then, got done with the episode and one of my most favorite people in the world who watches the show, they were like, yeah, so you realize, after you, or you realize you didn't actually tell anybody who Steven was or is, so
fair.
Yeah. So it was
if they don't know, then are they really in the loop?
Exactly. Exactly. And hopefully if they don't know by the end of today's episode, they will know.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. So, Steven, tell us a little bit about... I'm putting you on the spot here.
Okay.
I didn't prepare you for this, but
pull out my notes.
Yeah, who are you? Tell us a little bit about what's your dance story? How did you get into the world of dancing?
So, I'm Steven. Hello. I still consider myself relatively new to the world of dancing. I teach at the downtown Chicago studio. I've been dancing for about, almost 3 years now. Two and three quarters. I've been doing this thing. But I have kind of a weird dance story. My uncle has dated my franchisee for the last several years. And so I had seen the dancing. I'd always thought it was cool. And my mom was in love with ballroom dance when I was growing up. So I would always watch the movies with her and dance on her feet as a small child because I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I know, cute.
I am obsessed with that.
Right. And I come from a music background, so I've always really liked dancing and liked the performance aspect of it and the arts because the arts are everything. But I got the opportunity when I was teaching special ed and working with high school marching band at the time, and my aunt, I'm from rural central Indiana. Shout out, I guess. Not really, but I guess. And I'd always wanted to live in Chicago from the time I was 3 years old. I was like, I want to live in Chicago. Come hell or high water, I will get my ass there. And the opportunity came. She was like, hey, you want to come and interview to teach dance? And I was like, well, I don't know dance. And she was like, we will teach you to do it. And I was like, well, I mean, why the hell not? So I came up like in February of 2018, like for like a weekend, and I trained for a couple days at a couple of the studios in Chicagoland, and I fell in love with it immediately, and I was like, I want to do this forever. And so I finished out the school year with my students and everything, and I packed a bag and hopped on a train and took my ass here, and I've loved it ever since. And that is my dance story. So I'm still learning, things, but it's a blast, and I love teaching. I love competing and dancing, and getting to know you awesome people through this as well. So it's been a fun trip, but here I am.
So the craziest part I have to remind myself that it's 2021, but you've only been working for Arthur Murray for 3 years?
Yeah.
No, sir. I feel like it's been so much longer.
No, yeah.
No kidding.
I moved here at the beginning of June 2018.
No kidding.
Okay. When in June now? When?
I think it was like June 7th or 8th.
Ooh, okay. I moved to Boston and joined Arthur Murray June 4th.
Hell yeah.
Of 2019.
Okay.
Well, it's not a contest, but I joined Arthur Murray in Boston I'm just coming up to my 9-year anniversary in a couple of days. But I had my first interview with Arthur Murray in Boston on February 12th of 2012.
Go off.
So here we are, all those many moons later. Well, yay. Okay, so everybody, Steven, everybody. Wait.
Hello.
You said your uncle is dating the franchisee.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, your uncle's like my favorite person on the entire planet. I'm actually obsessed. Anywho, so for everybody at home, we are back this week to do a couple of things. It's very important to me that I get a little bit of vindication and, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm trying to save my name, because I feel like I was very disrespected on the last episode of Next to the Floor. So we're back. We're playing another round or 2 or 3 of Uno. Now that we all know the ropes of how to use this particular version of it, and it's going down, to say the least. But because I'm serious about this. I'm not losing a single game today.
We'll see about that.
Yeah, we'll see.
It was extremely disrespectful because I came in late as hell. I was running on CP time, and I came in and then was rude and won on your show.
Right, you're gonna walk onto my show.
I'm into somebody else's channel page.
Drop all the draw 4s.
Yeah.
All the draw 2s.
I don't know.
There was one point when you guys both had 2 cards respectively in your hands, and I had 25, and I was I'm just gonna lay them all down and see if they notice.
It's I don't know.
Nobody noticed, and all of a sudden you just won, and I was just wait, I thought you had all of the cards.
I don't know who you think you are, sir.
I thought we casually just handed you the deck,
But I wanted to talk today, I don't know if y'all, I know Gary, you in particular, I need to learn how to speak, have been keeping up with WandaVision. Probably one of the greatest shows to come out in the last year. I have had the theme song, not the theme, but Agatha's, such a spoiler alerts for everybody at home it was Agatha all along. So I wanted to talk today in particular.
You better tag your spoilers.
Oh yeah, I have to hashtag spoilers. We're not going to actually talk about WandaVision today, but it was Agatha.
So I have a confession.
Yeah.
I am caught up on everything in the Marvel universe other than WandaVision, and I don't feel bad about spoiling anything, so I'm fine with spoilers. I live in the anime community where things are spoiled 3 months before they happen anyway, so it's fine. I'm excited to watch it because it looks good as hell. I just have been enjoying the Vision memes that have been going around lately, where they said he's Vishon, where they put the chain on him and the grill because he's in that turtleneck.
Yes. I have been thoroughly enjoying all of the serious hardcore trap remixes of It Was Agatha All Along. Yeah. First of all, okay, so we're going to talk about You haven't heard any? Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna play one for us here in just a minute. But we're gonna talk today about superpowers and superheroes, and because I really liked that conversation we had last time about who was our Black Mount Rushmore. And again, still we're here today to tell you fuck Mount Rushmore. It's your turn, Steven. Yeah, Steven, it's your turn.
The game
started. I didn't actually say anything. But I wanted to talk today about superpowers and things along.
Because I told you it was your turn?
Listen, it's all I had, Gary.
Okay, all right. Well,
so
I can only do so much.
Okay.
So first and foremost, I just want to say out loud, we are we stan Catherine Hahn on this channel. We love her and everything she stands for as a human being, as a human person. I just love her as an actress. She's probably one of the most I'm so glad that she's finally getting the recognition she deserves, because she's been phenomenal forever.
Well, and she's been in almost anything you can think of.
For real.
And they're she's been supporting actor in supporting lead, should I say, right?
Yeah.
Supporting lead
in
so
everything.
Well, she's hilarious.
Yeah.
She's so funny, but she's actually a great actress too, which is great.
I would say she's kind of like the Stanley Tucci. She's like the Stanley Tucci. Yeah. That I've never actually seen anything where he's the leading character or leading role. But everything that he's in as a supporting character, he's phenomenal.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So yes, we love Catherine Hahn. Congratulations to her for hitting #1 on iTunes charts for Agatha All Along, which I'm gonna play here really quick, because we're gonna play I'm gonna do two things. I'm gonna play the original. We might.
How dare you?
I'm gonna play.
Gary.
I'm gonna play.
Friendship will end right here.
Oh no!
You hate to see it.
I feel like I just got here, Gary. I don't want.
Okay, so here's the recording, and when I tell you this song is a bop. Right, so it's already it's got a nice bop to it. We're digging it. Oh, is it my turn? No, it's your turn. I was so excited. I was so excited. Okay, so now, hold on. I'm gonna play just for everyone the trap remix of Agatha All Along. And when I tell you that this has been on repeat for me at the gym.
Did you know nice. You can go to Liberty?
And it's a literally a 1 minute and 12 second song.
That's a lot of replays.
They getting that bread.
I realize y'all aren't going to be able to hear it because it's just playing on my computer, but everybody watching can.
I'm gonna listen to it on my Spotify and pretend like I'm
it's so good.
There we go. That's the move.
So
send me what it is, the version.
I shall.
Can you put it in the Discord?
I can put it in the Discord. But anywho, so it was Agatha All Along. But I wanted to ask, first and foremost, kind of the first question that I'm going to pose to the group here.
Okay.
He said losing.
We gave you that first one.
Yeah, it was only polite.
But we're gonna.
Right, Gary, let's do this for real now.
We will open the floor by asking if you had a superpower.
Ooh.
What would it be and why?
Who wants to start with this one? I gotta think.
Okay, well, before you answer that, like, I thought we were on the same team.
Gary, it's all I have to. If someone would lay down a gosh darn reverse, then I could throw these at Harrison. But
okay, well, now's your chance, buddy.
Okay. As soon as I can do something to Harrison, I will. There we go.
Oh, okay. All right, that's fine. So, Steven, I'll go to you first. If you had a superpower, what would it be? Drawing cards, I'm assuming.
Hey, that's payback. That's payback.
That's only fair because I gave you 2 draw 2s and a skip, so you made me draw those back. Exactly. It's all even now. You know what? I would like some sort of like. So I'm gonna go nerd here. I'm a big My Hero Academia fan, and my favorite character on there is Todoroki, and his superpower is half cold, half hot, so he can do like fire with one hand and ice with the other, and I think that would be pretty badass.
Right.
Because then, like, I could, if I want something warmed up, I wouldn't have to use a microwave. I could just like hold that shit in my hand and like very carefully warm it, right? Or if I want to cool down a drink on a hot day, I could just cool that sucker down.
There you go. We're thinking practically now.
But also, if I wanted to be a hero and save people, it's a great skill set for that.
Facts.
There you go.
Gary, if you had a superpower.
So I am super lazy. So my power would probably be teleportation. Would be the first one.
Good choice.
Yeah.
I dig
teleportation. All the way. Oh, who changed the color?
Ooh.
Couldn't have been
me. Who would do that?
Who would do such a thing?
Where are we going? Counterclockwise or clockwise?
Guess we'll find out.
Oh, so it was Harrison that changed it to yellow.
No. Harrison, how could you do that?
Yeah,
Gary,
God.
He's 1 away from winning.
Unbelievable. Oh!
Damn. Ain't that about a bitch?
Wow. Wow.
And the award for Best Actor
yes.
in a motion picture goes to Gary.
Thank you. Thank you. I'd like to thank my mom.
It was Agatha all along who changed the color. Yes.
All along.
Let's see. If I had a superpower, you know, I'm 100% with you on the telekinesis or teleportation. Yeah. Like on that, I'm on that same exact journey. Mostly, it's not necessarily because I'm lazy. It's just because like I wanted to be able to just like get home.
Yes. Yes.
Like I want to just be able to like get places quick.
Yeah.
And not
like, I thought it was
and not have to like take time to get there.
Yeah. I'd still be okay. No, granted, I would still be late to things like that.
Oh,
no, I gotta teleport here.
Whoops, Gary, you can literally teleport here. I know, but
I know. I never show up to the party on time.
That's awesome.
Upon further thought, I've thought of a power that I think would serve me better in life than the fire icing. So I'm not going the superhero route if I just want to be, you know, your in every friendly neighborhood Steven.
Right.
I would like some sort of ability to let me like mimic or copy, right? Where I could like see something and then do it exactly in that way. I think would be really great for me.
Dang it, I forgot to hit the...
I saw that.
Okay, everything's fine.
They're quick on you in this game. They get on you.
They will yell at you very quick.
Oof. Oh, Lord.
Ooh, okay, so follow-up question. Bringing it to kind of like, disrespected. Oh.
Fair enough.
Split out. Guys, Guys, get it together.
All right, I got one on you. So, no, you said wait. You said you want to be like a shapeshifter or a mimic?
Well, more
or
so like
something that?
like if I like, let's say that I am sitting there and I watch a video of the best ballroom dancer around, I could then mimic, and it couldn't be like I couldn't take it and make it my own, but I could recreate exactly what I saw.
Oh, so you just like a Kirby. You can just go.
Yeah, that would be what's up.
I dig that.
And if I could float around as a little pink ball every once in a while, icing on top.
I dig that.
There you.
I feel that. Okay, so here's the next question. This is where we're going to start getting deep, because this podcast is all about Black people, and you know how amazing as it should be. Again, Black people aren't a monolith, but if you could name a superpower that Black people have.
I think we'll call them seeing bullshit before it gets to them. Like seeing bullshit when it's right in front of their face.
Yeah.
I dig that.
I think persevering, like the ability to be your own biggest fan, because Black people are constantly rooted against for no other reason than being Black. And they still got to cheer for themselves and keep on going through and keep on pushing regardless of the bullshit.
Yeah. What about you, Harrison?
So here we go. I asked these questions never having an answer prepared. Classic me. I would say, and this is
you did it again.
Oh God! See, I'm not paying attention. See, I'm trying to answer these questions.
You would be a great superhero with those powers, but you would be a terrible supervillain.
I really would.
Back to bite you every time,
and I would feel bad the entire time. I would be the worst supervillain because I would genuinely feel bad the entire time. So if Black people had a superpower, I would say it is our ability to do things kind of like above and beyond what is expected. Like that phrase "Black girl excellence."
Yeah.
Right? Like, I think we quite literally do things. Like, when we do things and are recognized for it, it is incredibly exceptional.
Yeah.
And so I think that is our superpower. And whether it's like a superpower or just like a result of having to deal with... Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's okay. Choose wisely.
Having to deal with like... Oh, God. I'm stressed out now. Hold on. Very important line. Having to deal with, like, the fact that we as a people have to basically do everything better than our white counterparts. In order for
Absolutely.
it to be... in order for it to be, like, Sorry again. I didn't have a choice.
It's okay. It's tough out here. Just give me all of them.
In order for it to be like recognized, right? We have to like, go up. I'm sorry.
Harrison.
Oh, I hit the button. What are you talking about? Okay, this game is racist.
Look at this. Look at that. He has the whole deck.
If I ever get a turn again, I can guarantee I can play. I know that much.
Yeah. But yeah, so I would say that would be what I would consider to be Black people's superpower, is just like our ability to be excellent in the face of adversity.
Yeah, I know a lot of successful Black people just because they're resilient.
Yeah.
I would say that is also one of our superpowers. It's just like our sheer, like our sheer just resilience in the face of literally everything. You know, like we come out on the other side stronger, better, faster. As well, we don't talk about him often. Shouldn't really, you know. Well, we all know.
But
we know.
We know who he's talking about.
Yeah.
We know.
We all know.
We know the one of which we speak.
I see how we're just skipping people.
Listen.
Well.
Oh, well, he has a red. He doesn't have a blue. He doesn't have a red. He doesn't have a blue. He has a green. His last card is a green card, guys.
Okay.
What?
That in.
Are you?
For all you keeping score at home.
Is Gary stream sniping? I just want to let everybody know.
I'm not.
Gary has played his fair share of Clue, and he's like, okay, what cards does he have? What? Got his own little notepad.
That'll be the next game we play. Just so everybody
God,
knows.
Clue? That would be outrageous.
Yes, we're gonna have a murder mystery.
Harrison in the billiard room with the candlestick.
Gary's 100% stream sniping. Marcy, if you're watching this, I'm gonna ask you to go.
I am not. I'm just good at the game. I'm not sniping.
Anywho,
same thing with my clan, my Call of Duty mobile clan. Shout out HHC.
So now, so circling kind of back to what we were talking about last episode.
I let the mouse go.
If you had who is your favorite black superhero? Like current, or like not current, but period, like canon superhero. If we're talking comic books.
It's tough not to say like Black Panther for going like Marvel movies, because that was. I cried. I went to see that with my mom and my grandma, and all three of us just cried the whole goddamn movie because it was so beautiful. Good. And seeing that many people like that were doing that on the screen was incredible. But I remember being a kid and watching Justice League with Black Green Lantern, and I was all about that and a bag of chips.
Yep.
I was a super big Static Shock.
Oh, you stole mine.
Yeah.
I knew I
Sorry.
went before yours.
Sorry, Gary.
I knew I should have went before you.
Yeah, Static was and will be and forevermore my favorite of the black superheroes, just because I think he had a storyline that, like, oddly enough, it was like fairly stereotypical of like black child growing up with, like, you know, no father figure and like the influence of like drugs and crime in the inner city and blah 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 blah. But they did such a phenomenal job with his storyline to make that like not his, to make him not just kind of like a caricature of how society sees black people, but to see him kind of like fighting to stop all of those things from, you know,
even down to the white best friend with the racist dad.
Yes,
that's a very relatable thing. To a lot of us.
Yes,
we're like, oh,
it's like I've seen that movie, been there, starting it a couple of times. Yeah.
Is that okay? Okay, cool.
So it's not blue.
Not blue. It's not. It's green.
Is it?
I don't know.
Hmm.
I think it is green now.
We'll find out soon.
I mean, it probably is different now. But
Gary, yours is Static.
No, well, okay, so my first one was Static just because of pure nostalgia of growing up, you know, with Static Shock. awesome cartoon. But actually, just recently, my favorite is actually Cloak from Cloak and Dagger. It's a Marvel.
I have not watched that, but it looks good.
It's actually a pretty good comic, and it's a pretty good show too. I mean, there's some stuff in the show that's just kind of like, come on, you know, like where you're pulling you're pulling a bit, but I really enjoy the comic. So
Nice.
So if you haven't heard of it, haven't heard of it before, look it up. It's about two superheroes. Cloak, he kind of has this kind of like he can teleport. Yeah, there you go. He can teleport, but
hold on.
Also like touch you and like make you feel darkness. You're just gonna have to look it up because
Steven, you're gonna come onto my podcast.
Harrison, how many +2s, +4s did you throw at me at the beginning of this game?
Yeah,
I am fighting for my life.
I got him back. That's okay.
All my life I had to fight.
Okay, well, are we just handing out like +2s now?
Oprah Winfrey had a lot to say about that.
I love hot
I love
kills them dead. Folks will let them beat me at Uno.
We're gonna do that.
Whoop.
Harrison, have you seen Cloak and Dagger?
I have seen Cloak and Dagger. I would highly recommend Cloak and Dagger to everybody at home who's watching. Fantastic show. I've got another question for y'all. But we're gonna talk about it. I'll ask the question, and then we'll talk about it on the other side of this quick commercial break. Hold on, we're gonna let Steven play.
On the other side of the war.
Ooh. Steven, you can play that last card. Okay, cool. So, okay, so it's that time where we talk about our hashtag not sponsor. Oh, our cameras are all Willy Wonka over here. That's okay. Nobody needs to see that. That's fine. So today's episode of Next to the Floor is hashtag not sponsored by Zach and Zoe Sweet Bee Farms at zachandzoe.co. Visit their website, buy yourself some honey. They've got all sorts of great stuff. Highly recommend this lavender one right here. 10 out of 10 would recommend. Also their beetroot one is really, really good. Very interesting. It's on Oprah's favorite things list. I mean, like, hello. But they are a Black-owned apiary and bee farm. Well, that's what a bee farm is. It's an apiary based out of New York. That's Zach, their youngest. And yeah, they're a really cool company. I've been buying from them since like the start of the pandemic. I love everything that they have to offer. Because they're just cool people and their customer service is top notch. So check them out again, zachandzoe.co. The link is in the description below. And yeah, if you leave a comment, the question that we're posing to everybody today is, who is your favorite superhero? So leave who your favorite superhero is in the comment section below, right down there. Quick, Gary, point down. Quick, Steven, point downwards. Excellent. Right down there. You also have to make sure that you like the video. The like button on Facebook is down here somewhere. On the YouTube, it's also down there. Also, make sure you smash that subscribe button, because like hit the bell icon, which is up here somewhere, that way you get notified of when we're posting videos and things along those lines. So leave a comment, like, and subscribe, and you'll be entered to win our hashtag not sponsored giveaway, which is some honey from Zach and Zoe Sweet Bee Farms, courtesy of Next to the Floor.
Honey.
And you get to choose which one you get. I mean, it's a win-win. You can also help out the podcast by heading over to patreon.com/next to the floor. And become one of our Patreon sponsors. It helps us keep all of this goodness coming your way. And you'll get other opportunities to enter into contests and their AMAs and all sorts of stuff associated with that. So again, head over to patreon.com/next to the floor. The link again is in the description box right down yonder. So yeah. So
Let's go.
here's the question that I meant to ask you before the commercial break,
Mm-hmm.
but then I forgot that I was going to ask it to you, and I went straight into the commercial break. If you had who is your, outside of like, you know, our personal like Black Mount Rushmore, who is your hero, like your Black hero? And you can kind of define them however you want, but if there was like one Black person who you considered to be your hero, who would it be? I guess I can play my card now too while y'all are thinking.
I know mine. If I'm allowed to answer this person, but I would say my mama, because she raised 3 kids damn near by herself, working at least one job the whole time.
Dukes.
And during that time got her master's and is incredible, and still I'm so proud of her all the time for all that she does and continues to do. And she's just a fantastic, amazing woman who, through everything in her life she's done, has been someone that I've looked up to for a number of reasons. But she's amazing, and she's always been my hero. And, you know, yeah, my mama.
Yes, shout outs to Steven's mom.
Yes.
Woo! I would have to say my wrestling coach. My wrestling coach.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was like a dad to me. He taught me how to be strong. Taught me, you know, how to be Black. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much my wrestling coach back in the day.
What about you, Harrison?
Oh my God!
No, go ahead. No, go ahead.
We did the thing again. Well, I did the thing again where I asked the question without having an answer prepared. I wasn't expecting you guys to go so quickly through your answers. This is like going out to dinner with me. I'm always the last person to figure out what they want. Okay. If I had a Black hero. Okay, so this may or may not be an unpopular opinion, and whatever, I don't really care because I'm going to say it anyway. But I will say, and I'll talk more about it in a second, but I would say like one of my Black heroes or inspirations would be Barack Obama. And I know I'm going to receive a lot of flack for this. Largely because, you know, for what it's worth, as a president, kind of a lame duck. Whatever. I think there's a lot of nuance that's associated with there's a lot of nuance that's associated with this opinion because, you know, I view his presidency as very disappointing, whatever. But I also, you know, as a young Black man, oh, is it my turn? Okay, I'm sorry. I'm talking about Barack Obama here, Gary. I'm having a moment. You know, like as a young Black man who, you know, I went to my entire life, you know, middle school, elementary, middle, high school, and even college, went to very, very white Anglo-Saxon schools. You know, there's something about this youngish Black male from an urban setting, you know, who is incredibly smart, incredibly like well educated, relatively good head on his shoulders, you know, becoming one of the most powerful people in the country.
Yeah.
You know, that was truly like inspiring. And, you know, for all of his faults as a president, I think like we can't overlook the importance of his persona and his ethos and how it like inspired a lot of young Black people to try and make better their communities.
Barack Obama rallied the Black community.
Absolutely.
Right? So, yeah, so that's where he's like he was one of those, like, he's a hero despite his presidency being so disappointing.
Mm-hmm.
It can be both.
Well, no, I think there's no problem with Barack Obama being your hero, because I remember how big a deal it was. I mean, my mom was like, listen, you're coming home from school early. We're going to watch this inauguration. Like, we
Right.
stood there, like, stood in the living room, like, not like, stood there, like, watching it. And that was like, that's history. That was such a big deal.
Right. It's a huge deal. Like, y'all, that was our first Black person in the White House. Since the dawn of the country, ever.
Yeah.
Ever.
Well, and I think it was so important to have a national image. I mean, like we said, Black people are not a monolith, but an image of a family, because the only Black people that I saw on TV growing up were either athletes or musicians.
Mm-hmm.
And they were always, my dad wasn't around, or my mom was on crack, this or that, But this was somebody who loved his wife, loved his kids, and wanted to do right. I mean, now, for several reasons, things in his presidency didn't go exactly how we all hoped they would have.
Right.
But I think that the intentions were there. And I think that after his presidency, he and his wife have done, more good than bad for the most part, in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah.
Regardless of who they've
we're not
endorsed.
gonna talk about the NBA.
We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna
we're not gonna go there.
No. But I think that it was really important to have him do what he did,
Yes. I just, and again, it was so interesting too, like, at this most recent inauguration, like, how like, seeing Barack and Michelle walk out onto the whatever it was, out onto, like, the little grandstand situation that was going on there, and just being like, God, like, I miss them so much. I was just like, I miss them so much.
Every time I see Michelle, I'm like, will we ever again have anyone that just beautifully elegant, like, in the White House?
Truly.
In any capacity?
Truly. Yeah. Like, she is a strong, beautiful Black woman. Yeah. I can only aspire.
Right?
I can only aspire. Like, oh my God. And will we ever have anyone like that again? Yeah, exactly. Will we ever have anybody like that in the White House again? I mean, hello.
Mm-hmm.
Gary,
man. Are you about to win and you're just really dragging it out? Or
wow. This kid has been okay, so
Gary, I almost completed my comeback. I had 100 cards and I came all the way back.
We are here talking about Barack Obama and his beautiful wife Michelle.
And Gary's
here disrespecting.
Also, I told Harrison before we got into this that I purely just had beginner's luck and it was about to all run out. And here we are. Who's going to have to...
Oh.
The deck is being disrespectful. The deck
is being disrespectful.
Okay. Uno. Four colors. I see how it is.
Yeah.
Wait, straight out. They said draw two.
They said keep talking.
They're like, keep talking. What luck? They said what?
My heart of the cards ran out years ago. I believe too hard.
Yup. I was gonna ask if you had like if as a superhero, because I again believe all Black people have some sort of superpower.
Yeah.
Right. What would you say is your weakness? Like, what is your kryptonite?
I think self-doubt would be a big thing for me, because and whether that comes from growing up in an area where most of the voices that were, sometimes literally yelling were not supportive voices, and were a lot of times not Black voices that were being heard in where I'm from. But I think a lot of times, you can limit yourself by thinking that you're not good enough or that you don't deserve. I think, imposter syndrome is a real thing that especially a lot of people of color deal with, because we're told constantly that we don't deserve to be in the positions that we're in, or that we only received the things we're in because we're Black, or because, oh, well, this person, or, oh, you're here because this, But like you talked about earlier, we have to work twice as hard to get half as far. And we can, sometimes convince ourselves that we don't deserve what we get, but we got to know that we earn that shit.
Yeah. See, what a beautiful answer. I like, as you were saying that thing about imposter syndrome, makes me think of, okay, how do I still have like 10 cards? Speaking of imposter syndrome, the amount of disrespect that is going on during this game. No, it made me think of, in a similar vein, like how easy it is for children of color to like go most of their adolescence feeling less than, and because of whatever reason, they have like friends, family members, people around them, like adults or whatever, basically making them feel that way. I was thinking back to when I was in high school and applying for colleges and things along those lines. This is the craziest moment, like where I realized, like after like way later in the game, that I was so glad that I got out of this whole situation. But my guidance counselor, who was like one of my good friend's mother, while I was applying, told me like multiple times that I shouldn't apply, to the schools that I did. Like I shouldn't apply to Boston University, Harvard, Northeastern, because I'll never get into those schools. And I was like, I mean, what the craziest thing was, like, I was number 16 in my class of 167, so I was top 10%.
Yeah.
There you go.
My GPA...
Wait, 100 and what? How many?
167. So I was literally like the top 10%.
Is this for your high school?
Yeah, this was for my high school.
That was a small high school.
Well, in a class of 100. Well, class of 167, small town upstate New York. But the difference in GPAs between the valedictorian and me was 0.01%.
Ooh,
like that's how competitive the top 10% of my class was. So I was like, what do you mean? Like, I'm not going to get into any of these schools. I have the same exact GPA as all these other kids, and like I've done better on my SATs than all of these other people. Like, what do you mean? And then, I'm applying for scholarships.
Did we change the color?
Yes, we did. And then we're
again.
Yes.
Gary.
Oh my God, Steven.
I was like, nope. I don't even know what
Gary,
I thought was going to happen.
You know what? You changed the last one to green too.
Oh my God. But I'm applying for scholarships, and this was really, I think, like the straw that broke the camel's back, and my mom kind of went off. I'm applying for scholarships and things along those lines. And she gave the full breadth of scholarships to like all of my friends, everybody who were in my classes. Like, I was in the same classes as the other 15 members of the top 16. Like, we literally all just went to school together from like 7th grade all the way until we graduated. She gave them the full list of scholarships, and then I went and asked for all of these different scholarships, and she was like, oh no, you shouldn't apply to that one, you'll never get that one. Oh, you shouldn't apply to that one, you'll never get that one. And I was like, aren't you my guidance counselor? Like, shouldn't you be saying, like, apply to all of these?
Yeah.
Like, and why are you singling me out as the person who's not going to get them? So then what did I do? I went and applied for all of the ones that you told me not to, and I got them.
There you go.
So, like,
naturally, right?
Dab on that. Like, I mean, so, I think it's that imposter syndrome is very, I mean, I don't have to explain this to you guys, and I'm sure like all of our Black viewers at home know, like, it is very real. We don't have to explain it. But like, we are very often like put in that spot where we are told that we are not good enough or not worthy enough. So we, then have to work extra hard to prove the case is not true. God, man, I can't talk and play Uno at the same time. I just get like so mad. I'm gonna start raging soon.
Ooh!
Oh
my god, this is a nasty game.
This game is.
Here we are building each other up with our words down our actions.
Hey, my actions.
Name of the game.
Yeah, my actions chose violence today.
Right. This deck chose violence because it's given us nothing but ammunition.
It is 100%
to be hate towards one another,
and it's firing back at us.
Mm-hmm.
Like what?
I better stop talking on this game because it's gonna keep giving me nonsense.
We should play a speed round to see how that goes.
Oh God, you mean where we actually focus on the game?
No, just click buttons as fast as you can. See, whatever you put down.
Fast as you can?
Can.
If you were to identify, this is a really big question, and probably doesn't have an answer. If Black people had an arch nemesis, what would it be? I mean, that's a stupid question. We all know the answer to that one.
I was last.
Oh,
like, am I allowed to answer this question? I don't.
I forgot to hit the button.
I see that.
Harrison's nemesis is the Uno button, clearly.
Yes. This right here, racism.
Yeah, I'm about to be his nemesis.
Ooh.
Just stops the podcast immediately. Just shuts it down.
At least it wasn't a draw 4 like
that's
about to do.
That's true. Sorry. I'm going to answer my own question that I just asked. I would say that it is a combination of white supremacy, duh,
mm-hmm.
and
listen. I'm sorry. I'm doing what.
He hits you with the draw 4 and you want to reward him?
I don't.
And I'm also going to say Black people themselves.
That's a controversial take, but
it's a hot take. It's a hot take, but oh God, I'm trying to select. That's it had me select a color and covered up the draw or the Uno button.
Violence begots violence. Harrison.
Yes, apparently.
I think even to elaborate a little bit on you saying Black people themselves, right?
Yeah,
I think it's Black people putting other Black people down and complacency within the Black community. Because I think so many times people I grew up with, they get in this cycle of, okay, this is what I have to do to make it. This is what my dad, this is what my older brother did. This is what people do. And I think so often we feel like we can't get out of that cycle, but a lot of times it's because people around us are telling us we can't,
Mm-hmm.
I know so many times hearing older, Black people around me saying like, oh, well, if you want to make any money, you got to do this. If you want them to like you, do this. Like like kind of offering the only solution as do the things that are going to keep us down as opposed to promoting things that are going to build us up.
Well, I think we can end it on that.
Oh.
But actually, we could end it on that. We are, you know, as is the case every episode, at the end of our time for Next to the Floor for this week. So
You won like 2, right? You
I
like
won
2?
a lot of games today. I would just like to let everybody know that I'm a winner.
I ain't win a damn thing, but hopefully I won over your hearts at home.
But yeah, see, there you go. So
I'm gonna be the fan choice at the end of The Bachelor. Like,
Yeah.
I'm the one Bachelorette, the one who like we love him the most.
yeah, leave a comment
Even though I'm
below.
wrong.
Leave a comment below if Steven is your fan favorite. You definitely get the Mr. Congeniality
Thank you.
award
That's all
in
I
my
aspire
book.
for.
Really, that's like the best one. You know, I don't really care if I win. I just want people to like me. You know, like that's a whole mood. But
That is the mood.
that is the mood. I don't care if I win. I just want y'all to like me.
Love me, please.
Love me, please. That's all I ask. Please love me. But thank you both. Well, Steven, thank you so much for joining us again.
Of course. Thank you for having me anytime.
No problem. We'll probably have you on again and again and again and again and again because we just like having you here. Who knows what we'll play next time? Maybe we'll play Clue. I'm kind of digging that murder mystery vibes.
I love some Clue.
I'm digging Clue. Or maybe we should actually like play spades. Like
Maybe we should actually commit to playing spades.
commit to playing spades.
There you go.
I mean, we'll make a big deal out of it too.
So you heard it here first, people. Tune in to next episode, which might end up being our last episode. As
Depending on
as actual
we never speak to each other again.
actual friendships are ruined, and you know the faces of Next to the Floor decide to never speak to each other ever again because of a game of spades. But again, this has been Next to the Floor. My name is Ben Harrison. This down here is Gary, and just below him is Steven.
I got his tank top.
Oh yeah, next time. Yeah,
I know,
Steven, next
I'll get
time
the memo.
next time it's sleeves are for losers.
Hold on. Let me get
There you
rid
go.
of them.
See,
My arms aren't
Sleeves
as good
are
as
lame.
yours, but they're long.
there. See, that's there's a joke in there, I'm sure. But with that, thank you both so much for joining us today for Next to the Floor. Thank you everybody at home for watching and listening. Remember, today's hashtag not sponsor is Zach and Zoe Sweet Bee Farms at zachandzoe.co. Check them out in the link in the description below. Make sure you leave a comment. Let us know who your favorite superhero is, and you can be entered to win our hashtag not sponsored giveaway. And support the podcast by heading over to patreon.com/next to the floor. Again, the link is in the description. Pick any one of those tiers, help support the podcast, and keep this ball rolling. We're coming up almost. We're on our 16th episode, but
I was just about to
we
ask,
are. This is our 16th episode. We are literally 10 episodes away from our 1-year anniversary. I was thinking about that just before we started. So, because about a year ago, in a week, is when everything shut down. So,
Literally.
So, with that, thank you all so much for coming on by.
Wait, hold on, wait. Oh, I saw somewhere on the internet it said it was like, oh, we're about to hit our 1-year anniversary for a 2-week or 2-week shutdown.
Right.
Oh yeah. Remember when it was supposed to be a 2-week shutdown?
Oh my god, I had actually forgotten that sure was. They're like, well, just 14 days.
Just 14 days, no big deal. Shut it down. 14
NBD.
days. Yeah.
No big
Shut
deal.
it down, no big D. It's gonna be fine.
It's gonna
Read
be
a couple
fine.
books, binge a show or two,
Do yoga.
and we'll be okay.
And here we are 1 year later. But with that, have a wonderful rest of your day, evening, week, weekend. God bless. Stay strong. Remember, Black Lives Matter. I mean, that goes without saying, but I'm just going to remind it remind y'all for
in case y'all forgot.
Yeah, in case y'all forgot, because how often we do. But until next time, peace.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.